So Southwest Custom Classic Cars is obviously centered here in the desert. Now, all of us who live here are accustomed to the heat, the coyotes, and the rabbits. But those rabbits, they raise their ugly heads at this time of year every year, and for a few weeks around Easter, the Easter bunny turns into, wait for it, spring breakers. I would show you what we're dealing with right now, but I'd probably be arrested. So, Mom, did you really think that when you sent your daughter here, she would keep her clothes on? Well, think again. The good news is when she gets home, you won't have to do any laundry. She never wore anything that you packed. Actually, I don't think she wore anything, packed or not. At this time of year, definitions in Lake Havasu change. Now when we go to Safeway and shop for meat, it means something else altogether different. Anyway, this Thursday, we're going to take a look at some of the most outstanding custom classic cars on any street in America. We have cars here that were born in the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s, and that brings us to our featured vehicle, a 1972 Chevrolet Monte Carlo. Take a good look at this custom classic. This car is spotless inside and out. Powered by a Chevy 396, opened up to a 402, 350 horsepower, and enough torque to put this thing into orbit. Take a good look at this vehicle. The selling price is $27,950, and that is very reasonable, and the owner will listen to other offers. Don't let this pass. Send your bid to high bid at southwestcustomclassiccars.com. And as you can hear in the video, there is a second engine that could be a part of this deal. Now, take a look at our 1972 Chevy Monte Carlo.
This is a 1972 Monte Carlo Custom. The paint job is new. It's the GM Torch Red. The bumpers and all the weather stripping has been replaced during the time of the paint job. Body wasn't in bad shape to start with, but we took the car completely apart. All the chrome emblems and bumpers were all off the car. Prepped it and did a little bit of body work on it and sprayed it this new GM Torch Red. There's no rattles, no squeaks. It's a good solid car. It was never been in an accident, and actually when we painted the car to keep it more affordable, I chose not to have it taken apart as far as doors and fenders removed off the car. And but it is all painted in, all the jams and underneath in the hood and trunk and such. The original owner kept it in the garage most of its life, and since I've owned it, I've kept it in the garage too. So that just helps keep the the overall condition of the car in good condition. Other modifications to this car include an original Hemi shaker hood scoop, Camaro fender louvers, and a 32-gallon fuel cell in the trunk boxed in like a NASCAR would have. The rims are a 17x8 billet specialties fast lane. The rear tires are one size larger than the front. One other thing I didn't mention is that over the years, I have extra parts for this car. I do have the original seat belts, the original shifter, miscellaneous body and trim. I also have an extra 454 engine that could go with the car depending on the deal that I make out with someone. Interior has new carpet and new GT Sport bucket seats by Cirillo. The car has factory power windows, a tilt steering column, power door locks, and the factory console has a B&M shifter. The engine is a rebuilt 396, or sometimes called the 402. It has the comp cam, the air gap intake, a Holley 750 carb, and an MSD ignition system. There's also a new Flowmaster exhaust system on the car. The transmission is a heavy-duty Turbo 400 with a manual shift valve body. The car has a heavy-duty 12-bolt posi with a 355 gear ratio, a complete braking and suspension upgrade using Global West A-arms and bushings. Also, a larger four-wheel power disc brake kit was installed. It has Hotchkiss heavy-duty springs and front and rear sway bars. The engine was rated probably back in the day at about 350 horsepower. As I mentioned, they do call it a 402 because it's overboard, but that's about where I estimate it to be at.
Now that is a vehicle worth every single penny. Get to your computer and send us an email with your bid. It doesn't matter what you think it's worth. The owner will consider all bids. We field those offers and then put you in contact with the owner directly. We take no commissions, no fees. Your purchase is direct with the owner, net, net, net. So next, let's take a walk down the boulevard with our cameras and hunt down some of Havasu's finest. This is what we call Boulevard Sights and Sound Bites. And finally today, we're fortunate to have by our side here on the Boulevard a talented and amazing lady who knows how to use a camera the right way. She is the Boulevard Pick Chick, and here's what she does. Now, many of our viewers already know this, but maybe you don't. Our Gears and Beers program from Southwest Custom Classic Cars is now available twice every single day, 1 p.m. and 6:30 p.m. Pacific Coast Time. Just make sure you're aware of where Arizona fits into that time zone matrix. You can find us at LakeHavasu.com and our channel on YouTube at Lake Havasu Live. The same goes for SouthwestCustomClassicCars.com and the YouTube channel Southwest custom classic cars. We're pretty much everywhere and available on demand 24/7. No matter where you find us, please stay in touch. So thanks for watching again, amigos. Happy trails.